a structural shift driven by safety regulations, visitor numbers, and economic reality. Published by Radical Life Studios in the MTB Report. For years, bike parks grew out of local passion. Volunteers carved the first lines, hobby shapers maintained berms after work, and small lift operators kept the sport alive long before tourism boards understood its potential. But the landscape is changing. Quietly, steadily, and inevitably. Across Europe and North America, bike parks are being run less like playgrounds and more like year-round sport facilities. Insurance requirements have tightened. Visitor numbers continue to rise. Municipalities expect environmental documentation, and riders demand reliability, not just raw terrain. What once operated on enthusiasm now requires structure. The shift began when parks realized that maintaining modern trails is no longer a side project. High-frequency traffic destroys lines faster. Weather extremes, heavy rain, heat, freeze-thaw cycles are more damaging than before. A trail that once lasted a season now needs weekly shaping. Volunteers, no matter how devoted, cannot keep up with the volume. At the same time, safety standards have become stricter. Landowners, governments, and insurers want clear documentation, certified builders, and defined risk assessments. The days of dig first, ask later are gone. Parks that fail to meet these expectations face legal consequences, higher premiums, or even forced closure. Professional trail crews, often full-time teams trained in construction, drainage, erosion control, and machine operation, have become the norm in larger parks. They deliver consistency where hobby shapers delivered hard. It's not a question of passion, but of sustainability. Yeah, a park with thousands of riders per weekend cannot rely on volunteer labor. For many hobby shapers, this transition is bittersweet. They built the culture, the creativity, and the early identity of the sport. But as parks grow into tourism assets, economic logic takes over. Municipalities invest money and expect predictable outcomes. Riders travel long distances and expect trails to be open, safe, and maintained. And professional crews simply offer the structure that fits this new reality. Still, the story isn't one of disappearance. Hobby shapers remain essential, especially in community trails, rider-designed features, grassroots projects, and the creative space between disciplines. What changes is influence. The final decisions on park design, safety, and long-term planning increasingly lie with trained builders, engineers, and park managers. The sport isn't becoming less authentic. It's becoming more durable. And in a landscape where mountain biking is no longer fringe but mainstream, professionalization isn't a loss of culture, it's the price of survival.